Hello, you've reached Philip Ward. I just want to thank you for giving me a call and being a part of this project. Feel free to say whatever you'd like. Thanks.
Hey, Phil. I've never really done anything like this before, and I'm running on an hour's sleep, so forgive me if I ramble. About a month ago, it's been about the 8-year anniversary of one of my best friend's death. He died of cancer in 2015, and I've just been thinking about it a lot recently, more so than normal. Kind of the reason why I do just about everything I do musically, and it meant a lot to me. And I don't know if there was any wisdom I could impart on somebody. It's always keep your friends or your loved ones close, or anybody that means to that's special to you. If you don't know exactly how long you got with them. And I got lucky about 3 weeks before he died. I got to hang out with him one last time, and we did like we always did. We played music and talked music and played video games together. And it was just 3 weeks later he was gone. But yeah, thanks for listening.
I don't even know how to start this. There's so much I could say. Life is tiring. And it's so much more tiring now that you left. You were the thing keeping me going since I was 14. You saved my life at 14, telling me to keep going with life because it would get better. And now at 17, I wouldn't say you're gone, but you're not exactly mine anymore. And I don't feel all that safe, and like it's great to be alive. You said it's for the better, and that we'll be back together soon. But I don't know if that would be for the better. As much as I love you and have so much over the past 3 years, I'm scared. I'm scared to try again. Not only with you, but with anybody else. And I don't want it to be anybody else. You were supposed to be my forever and always. My sun, my stars, my moon, all of it. I don't understand how I became too much for you to handle. All I wanted was for you to love me. And I hated that I had to ask and beg for that. It makes me feel stupid. I kind of feel stupid for loving you, but you still showed me so many good things. So many good things. I can't bring myself to hate you for what we have. I wish timing was right. I wish time was on her side. I could keep crying for so long. I have for the past 2 weeks since it happened. But, yeah, I think that's about it. Life sucks. Yay.
Hey, Phil. This isn't my first time calling. I've left a few voicemails, but all good. Just kind of having a good night, I guess, at the waterfront. Um, fuck, man. I don't really know what to say. Just, I wish people could love their parents more, their other people more, their friends, and just really support whoever you got, because sometimes it's just really fucking short, and sometimes it's really hard for some people more than others. So, fuck it.
Here's a poem for any of you going through loss of a parent or a loved one like I am. I think of you in the mundane. You're in the spaces between breaths. My palms grip the wheel as I pass you on the car ride home. From a job you will never see me work. I see you in grocery stores while I'm picking tomatoes. And I'm 13 again, hanging on every word you say as you examine the produce. And I am there. In the moments where you taught me how to take up space, to examine the tomatoes for God and all of Walmart to see. You will never hear my voice tell you about me, about Mom, about anything ever again. You will never see my failures, pick up my broken pieces, help me glue myself together and truck on again. I broke down in Kroger yesterday, right in the aisle, because I just wanted to pick through the tomatoes. But you will never buy groceries again. You'll never see my stumbles and catch me. You'll never tell me that I'm powerful, that I'm smart, that I'm beautiful, that I can do anything I set my mind to, because that is who you raised me to be. Strong. I am so tired of being strong. You'll never be there to understand again. And I will never understand why.
Hey, Philip. Gosh, I don't know what to do. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm about to move back home to my homestay, which I haven't lived in 3.5 years. And the person I'm most excited to see there is my ex, from 5 years ago. He doesn't know it, but I'm still in love with him, and I have been since I was 16 when we dated each other, and I'm 21 now. I'm lucky enough to have him still in my life as like a friend, but every day I think about him, and I have the past 5 years. And I think we have a connection that'll never end, even if I never see him again or he's not in my life anymore. But I've always loved him, and every milestone for the last half a decade has just included him in some way, and I'm working on the courage to let him know, and even if that ruins everything between us. But if he's hearing this, I just want him to know that I love him, and I think he's an amazing person, and I'm so lucky to have ever met him. And I hope I'm lucky enough to have him in my life again as a partner, but I'll always love him.
I don't really know how to start this, but I guess I just hope that they see this. I wish you would realize how much I really like you. I do everything I can to just tell you, but you just don't seem to take those sides, sometimes. And it's hard to move on from something you get attached to. And, I thank you, I guess.
Hey, Philip. Thanks for doing what you do, I guess. I think it's really valuable. About 10 days ago, my fiance, who I was with for 4 years, left me. And we had problems in our relationship, like any relationship, but I guess she just said she didn't want to try anymore. I moved to where we live now from about 1,000 miles away, and I don't have any friends or connections here, so I have to still live with her on the lease until I can figure out a way off. But I mean, I don't really have any money, so I don't know what I can do. Exactly 1 week after she ended things with me, she went out and stayed the night with some other guy she met on Tinder, and she lied to me about it. I know we're not together anymore, so she's entitled to, lie for her privacy, but it still hurts pretty bad. I don't think I could do that. Well, I know I couldn't have done that 1 week after we broke up. I guess it's just hard for me to believe right now that she ever really loved me at all. I don't know. I mean, you never think something like this could happen to you, where someone you love could treat you this way, but they could, and I don't know. I just don't know what to do about that. But thanks for listening.
Oof, I'm nervous. I've been following at the Beep on Instagram for a while now, and it's been wonderful listening to everyone's stories, especially the ones that I can relate to. And I've noticed that there are a lot of heartbreak stories. And as someone who has gone through their very first heartbreak this past year, I feel all of you people. It's crazy what love does to a person. It's so great, but so awful at the same time. And it feels like a drug, especially when you decide to leave a relationship that was not serving you the way you really needed it to. Or you were constantly disappointed. But that doesn't mean you, like, where does the love go, after you leave? I feel like it's just there forever, and you have to live with it. You have to live with still loving someone who can't give you what you need. And it's just so hard. It's been a year now for me since I left my first love. And I really, really loved him, or still do, probably. I think I still do. Maybe not how I did in the beginning, but it's just really hard to move on. And it doesn't feel good when you go back and talk to them, but don't get back together because you can't, but you like to talk to them and you like to have the hookup sex. Post-breakup sex is also toxic, but so good at the same time. And then it all settles in and you're like, wait a minute, what am I doing? But I guess I just wanted, like, moral of my story, love is really fucking painful. And we all go through it out there.
Hey, Phil. He's become my therapist now. But I just went and visited my dad for the first time in 4 years. I'm 23, just turned 23. And my dad wasn't around for a really long time. He
fucked off when I was 6, and I was so angry that I didn't talk to him for 10 years, and then we reconnected, and when we reconnected, he had moved on with his life, had 2 more kids, but he put in a little bit of effort. But anyways, this last time I went to see him, I was really excited. We were spending a lot of time outdoors, swimming with my brothers and my stepmom, and halfway through the trip, he made a comment about my body in like a sexual way. And, oh my God. You know, my dad never, ever has said anything like that about me before. I was so deeply uncomfortable and so, it hurt me so deep. I didn't have my dad for, basically my whole life. And I get him back to find out he's a creep. I feel like I am 6 and I'm losing him all over again. And it just sucks when you love your dad, but he doesn't reciprocate in the way that he should. And I miss him, and he's still alive. I wish I was 6, and I wish he was in front of me as my dad, not just this fucking weirdo that I have now. Okay, bye, Philip.
Hi. Sometime last year I called and left a voicemail. My dad has been passed away for now going on 3 years in October. I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I still don't. I'm 26. I think I have a better idea. I got out of a 7-year abusive relationship. My grandma had passed away, and life is so scary, but so exciting and intimidating sometimes, and happiness and love and the heartbreak and the grief and the unknowing is what makes it worth living. And honestly, I think you can only understand life if it's like a book and you read it from the end to the beginning, but unfortunately, we don't have that luxury. You just never know what the next year is going to bring you. You never know what it's going to take from you. And every story is unique. I just want to say I love you to my dad. I miss you a lot. And I hope that you're proud of me. And I'm going to keep pushing. And hope everyone keeps pushing themselves as well, because it gets better. It may get worse, but it gets better. I hope your story makes it to the end.
My New Year's resolution was maybe not to progress, but not to backslide on anything. And the first 2 weeks of the year, I had a major medical issue that caused me to have to drop some classes in school and push back my graduation date. And I'm just scared of doing it again next year.
Hey, Philip. Man, it's like every day just gets even worse. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to like fill this void of like what she filled in my life. And I don't know how I can keep living without it, without her. I don't know what to do, Philip. Man. It just crushes my soul sometimes. I've tried getting closer with my family, God, my friends, but it just can't replace that feeling of being loved and like wanted the way that I felt when we were together. Thanks for the project, man. I appreciate it. Love all y'all. Bye.
Hi. I called here about 2 years ago, I believe. And man, a lot of things have changed. I've lost everyone I've loved. I've lost my best friend in death. I've moved. I don't know. Life is just weird. Losing everyone that you love and being alone is the worst thing ever, but you know what? I'm fine somehow. I mean, I'm not sad, but I'm fine. Yeah, you can be too.
As I'm sitting here, I think about all of the sudden heartbreaks that I've gone through, and it makes me realize how in every single one of them I end up comparing myself. Whether it's to their new person or how they're living their life to the fullest, I always find myself thinking that I'm not good enough or as good as whatever they got going on. I understand the comparison is a thief of joy, but as my seasonal depression hits harder than ever, my joy was honestly taken away already. So of course, I always found myself comparing because it didn't matter if I had my happiness stripped away in the result of it because I didn't really have any in the beginning. Like, for example, Caleb. When I had went to the FFA banquet with Ashley and Yasmin about a year ago, I remember saying to Caleb that I missed him in the car ride home, to where he replied, "You can't miss me anymore." And at the time, I didn't understand what that meant, but I just accepted it, cried, and then went home and just slept. I soon got over it until I went on TikTok to see that he had gotten a girlfriend in the span of the 2 weeks that we were not talking. A wave of sadness hit me like it had done when he said I couldn't miss him anymore. And I slipped into the bad habit of comparing myself to her, which was a hard habit to get out of. As soon as I did, and I started finding myself again, I lived a pretty good life from then on. But then when summer was over and the weather started getting cooler, Caleb came back. I was surprised but not excited as I would have probably been months beforehand. He started talking again, and I soon started talking back because him and his girlfriend broke up, and I started falling in love with him again. I know, rookie mistake. But then he informed me that he still missed his ex, and he didn't really know why he was still talking to me. But he knew that he didn't want to stop, and because I didn't either, we decided we were going to try to work. I met his mom over the phone, and I talked to his friends, but occasionally he would still talk about how he missed his ex. And it started to not surprise me more and more. But as I lay here and write this, I think about what's so good about her. To make him want her so bad still. Like, what was so good? I just sometimes wish that he could love me as much as he loves her. Because I know I love him as much as he loves her. I just wish I didn't so I can just block him and make my life perfect again, like it was in the summer. But he has me stuck, like as fuck, and I truly don't know what to do this time. The comparing that I have done towards his ex and the relationship that they have and used to have is unlike any other that I've ever done. I truly hope I get out of it soon so that I realize that loving someone who doesn't love you back is waiting for the impossible.
Hi, Philip. I'll leave an alias if that's okay. You can call me Captain Nobody. I don't know. I always feel like I'm nobody because I am. It's not like I'm putting myself down. Everyone's a nobody, but they're all somebodies. I don't know if it makes sense, you know. I guess for this tale of Captain Nobody's doing the right thing. Doing the right thing is hard. It is. And change, you know, takes time. But it's good. And doing the right thing gives you a very big prize at the end. It's just going to be a long, long time before I see that prize. But this is Captain Nobody signing off. I don't.
Hey, it's Lexi, and for whoever's listening, there's one thing I would like people to know, and that is a quote that my teacher told me, and isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different, and that really stuck with me, and I was an overthinker, still kind of am. I want things to go the right way, and I sure as hell bet that you guys do as well. You either just want to be happy or find your purpose. And we get so caught up in the moment, we don't really realize that when we look back on the things we've done, that it's actually made a big impact in our lives. That got us to this point. And even if you're in a low point, just remember that, hey, it can't get any lower, can it? So, what are you doing right now? Get to it.
Hi. I spend a lot of my time working with the unhoused and homeless community in San Jose, California. And it's been a scary week for the world at large in general, but especially for the people living on our streets who have nowhere to go. And I know that a lot of people are feeling very hopeless right now. Like there's nothing we can do. But that's not true. It can't be true, because if it is, then we should just give up right now. But what we need to do is we need to band together with our communities and work together to figure things out, make the world a better place. Don't just sit back and, let things fall apart. We have to try to hold things together, because if we don't, then we've already lost. So I just want to bring a little bit of encouragement here, a little bit of hope. Things can get better. We need to force it to be better. Nobody's going to come along and fix things for us. It's up to us. So if you can do something to help somebody in your community tomorrow, do it. All right. Thanks for listening.
Hey, I don't know what this pain is supposed to teach me. I don't know how I'm supposed to heal, because every inch of this town has been explored by us. I haven't washed my sheets since the last time you laid in them. And the bravest thing I've ever done was dare to love you more than I love myself. And I'm just so scared for what comes next. I grieve the day that your touch is gone. I'm terrified of this world, and even more terrified of one without you in it. And I know I will look for you in every person I meet, but it will never be you. I know we're both hurting so badly. We're the only people that can help each other, but we just can't. So I don't know anymore.
You know those moments when your gallery in your phone is just so full that your entire phone just seems to bug out and just won't do anything correctly? So you go into your photos and you're thinking, God, why did I not do this before? And just go through my photos and delete some videos and photos, and then you remember why. Because, your photos and videos are so old, and there's just so many old memories that maybe you didn't want to revisit. Old texts from people you'd rather forget. maybe ex-friends, family you don't talk to anymore, people you drifted apart from, or maybe even hate now or worse, photos and videos and texts of yourself, and that's the worst part. It's not just seeing their words, it's seeing your words of who you used to be, and it's such a mixed reaction of, do I miss who I used to be? Am I better now? It's hard, but what sucks is rereading old texts from your mom you have the weirdest relationship with. And when people ask, how's your mom? You just have to say, she's good, because you have no idea how to answer that question. It's hard seeing old texts from her and remembering back when I was under her thumb, and now I'm not. I'm in college, I'm in my 20s, and she lives hours away, and we barely talk anymore. And it hurts to see the times I was under her thumb, but I think what hurts more is knowing that I miss her. I miss her despite how awful she was to me, and I kind of miss being under her thumb. And that's why it's hard to go through your photos, because you're reminded of the worst screenshots that you took at the time, and you're not just reminded of the worst of them, but the worst of you. And you might find yourself wishing to go back to times that are supposed to be worse than where you are now. And you don't want to confront that part of yourself. So that's why my phone isn't working very well. And honestly, I'm starting to think I should just get a new one instead of taking that journey. But maybe I will one day. Just not tonight. I'm going to bed.
Hi, my name's Olivia. I'm 21, about to turn 22, and I live in North Carolina, and I just graduated college, and I am spending my first Christmas alone. As an adult, I'm sitting in my house right now with my 2 cats, and my roommates are both gone. They left today. And, it's hard. I cried today because, it's scary becoming an adult, and I know there are bigger problems out there in the world for sure, but I usually spend Christmas with my family, opening presents and just being together, eating, cooking food, telling stories, seeing people who I haven't seen for a long time. And I have COVID right now, which is why I can't see anybody. And haven't had COVID, got through the whole pandemic pretty much. And, now I have it, which is fine. It's been mild, which I'm grateful for. And I have a roof over my head. And, my girlfriend bought me presents, but I was supposed to hang out with her family because my family is 3 hours away. And, now I can't. And so I'm realizing that this is what being grown up is. Not so much being sad that you're missing Christmas, but learning to be okay by yourself and how to have fun by yourself and how to take comfort in your own presence. And it's tough because I don't really know how to do it yet, but, we're getting there. And I'm scared of turning 22. I turned 22 in January, and it feels like life's going by a mile a minute, and I need to have everything figured out. But I guess it's just one milestone at a time, Take this first Christmas alone and learn how to find joy in it, and then one day at a time, I guess. Yeah. So I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but I appreciate you doing this project. I think it's pretty powerful, and I know it's going to mean a lot to a lot of people. So thank you, and happy holidays.
Hi. I don't really know what to say, but my dad had a stroke a week ago, and he's doing amazing. He recovered 100%. but not really knowing if he was going to be okay. It put a lot of things into perspective, and I thought he was going to die or, not be able to speak again ever. I lost my mom to cancer when I was 14, and I don't know, considering the genetic lottery that I've kind of inherited from both my parents and my family, I don't really think, I'm healthy, but I don't expect to live a very long life considering all the health conditions with my family, but it's making me just think a lot about what I want to do in this life, and I am kind of living every day like it could be my last, and I made a bucket list of all the things I want to do, and I'm doing them, and it feels great, but it's also really scary, I don't know. It's just, I think it's really scary seeing the people, your parents, who are supposed to be there through everything, go through something like this or die, like my mom. And it's just rough, but I don't know. I felt like sharing that. So thank you.
I feel so lost right now. I've never done this before, but I don't know what to do. I don't know who to talk to. I am just so tired of constantly feeling like I'm losing the love of my life. I'm constantly healing and letting him back in and healing and letting him back in. He just moves on like nothing happened. It's so hard loving someone who doesn't care about you. I just wanted it to be him. I just wanted it to be him. He doesn't want me. It doesn't feel the same, and it sucks. It sucks. I don't get the same amount of chances that I gave him, and it sucks. I'm always wrong. I mean, how do you ruin our trust, and I'm the one in the wrong? How is it always me? I've never cheated. I've never talked to other girls. I've never done none of the things that you've done, and it's always me. And I still pick you. I still choose you. I still wanted to be you. Despite it all, I wanted to be you. And it sucks because I have to let you go. I just don't want to. I freaking love him. He just moved on. He probably slept great. Probably called whoever, and I didn't sleep. I stared into space and I cried. Cried. Not fair.
Hey, so look, really appreciate what you're doing here. It's truly inspiring. Recently, I've been feeling a lot of anger towards people that I shouldn't, and I just feel like I'm letting my depression turn into anger. I had a rough breakup a couple of months ago, and that has just been spiraling out of control, and crashed my car a couple months ago at the same time. So, life's just been rough. And like a bunch of other people on this have said, I have dreams still, literally constantly every day about her, and it hurts. So for the people going through that, trust me, I understand, and trust me that it will get better, even though it hasn't for me yet.
I feel like every time I have a chance to be in a relationship or just go out with someone, I fuck it up or fumble, and haven't really been doing the greatest since my long relationship ended about a year ago. It's just been constantly downhill, and I don't know why, but I get this sinking feeling that maybe I just won't find someone, even with all the work I've been doing on myself and looking at all the people around me that are my age in relationships. Maybe one day.
Hey, baby. Fuck. Honestly, I don't even know what to call you anymore. Today was a really fucking weird day. My boss basically told me not to ask him what to do when shit is slow for me because, I mean, he told me it was okay to ask him in private, but don't ask him in public because they're going to tell me to go fill in the back. And he knows I hate filling in the back, so it was pretty chill. But I was trying so hard not to be on my phone, and you know how I feel about that. And, I thought about you today, but it wasn't, like, super deep. It wasn't, like, dwelling on, like, the shit that we went through, and I wasn't, like, super sad anymore, but I have to stand my ground, you know? I'm trying so hard to stand my fucking ground and stop thinking about you, but I miss you so much. You'd be so proud I didn't cry today. Fuck, I'm about to start crying right now. I'm watching Dunkerville. You know, we never really watched that movie, that Kid Cudi movie. I'm kind of mad about that because, I don't know, somewhere in the back of my head, I think maybe if we watched it, you'd fall in love with me more. Or you tried a little bit harder, but we both know you won't. And that fucking sucks, because I love you. And you know this. And, anyways, trying to fill mic dubs today, and my phone was on 1 and it was dying. You would have laughed because I literally was trying to rush doing my sets so I could edit these videos and, you know, get my shit out there. So kind of mad you blocked me, to be honest, because I thought you really cared. Cared enough to even fucking watch, bruh. Like, I really miss talking to you. I miss pulling up, and I miss hanging out on your couch and talking to us here. I just miss us together. Fuck, I'm gonna start crying again. I don't know, I guess I just want to talk it out to the point where, like, I know I don't need you. But genuinely right now, I feel like I really fucking need you. I feel like I need you every single fucking moment of my fucking day, and I'm so fucking tired of crying about this shit, but, like,
Hi everyone. Whoever's listening to this. I've been going through a lot. I just don't know what to do. A few weeks ago and just a couple of days ago, I tried killing myself. A couple months ago, lost my job to a heat stroke, a bad one. I lost about 20 pounds because of it. Still haven't been able to eat much. I'm still losing a lot of weight. Thought I found hope at the end of the tunnel by talking to someone, and then we kind of talked for a while, but then it's becoming less and less. I just don't know what to do anymore. I've been losing friends left and right. Going to another funeral this upcoming Saturday. Feel like I don't have much friends anymore. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Hi, Philip. My name is Nikki, and I think it's super cool that you've been keeping this going for more than 1 year. Also, I tried to unsubscribe to my life subscription about 2.5 months ago now, and I am currently still here, and I just wanted to say that this is the happiest I've been in a long time, and I have somebody I love very much. They saved me from a lot of heartache. Their name is Michael, and he's the best. But I also want to say, if there's anybody else out there that's still listening, if you are contemplating unsubscribing, just call a friend, family member, or random contact. Try to go outside, and if that doesn't work, drink some water, and know that I don't know you, but I love you. And if you do end up unsubscribing, know that you're still loved, you're still worthy, and the people who were proud of you before are still proud of you now. You're going to do great. I know right now it's, not possible to feel that way, but love you. I don't know you, but I love you. So, anyways, thanks. Bye.
Hey, I think I called a while back, and I just want to share something. I'm feeling a bit sad lately, and it's because I've had a lot of arguments with the person that I loved, and I don't understand why it's so hard for him to understand my point of view. I never wanted to be right. I just wanted to be understood in my point of view. Because at the end of the day, I just want someone who chooses me over and over again, over everyone else, over everything, under any circumstances. I just want to be chosen. I want to feel like I matter again. But the moment I try to communicate that, he will always say that I'm ungrateful, that I'll never be satisfied with everything that he does. It's not about flowers. It's not about what activities that we want to do. It's about the thought. It's the thought that counts. Actions speak louder than words, but I don't know why it's so hard for him to understand that. I guess that's all. Thank you for the project. Bye.
Died last week. And the thing is, you see in the movies and you see in TV shows and you hear people talk about it, and you think that you're supposed to have this profound moment of like, I've lived. And I had people calling me. I had people texting me to make sure that I was okay. And everyone asks you, how are you feeling? And how do you tell them that you don't feel anything? How do you tell them that that moment, not that it didn't mean anything, but it didn't seem to change how you viewed the world or how you viewed yourself or how you viewed what you were doing? It's been 2 weeks and I feel nothing about it. It's been 2 weeks and I have not wanted to leave my house. I have not wanted to let go of my daughter, of my boyfriend. I have not done anything different. And I want to change. I need to change something. And I think that this accident was supposed to happen. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel negative in a way. It feels like that car that was totaled was the last material thing anchoring me to a life that I don't want to live anymore. And I don't know how to feel about that. I've been to therapy many times since it happened, and there's no explaining it. I don't know how I feel about almost dying, and I don't know how I feel about that.
So, I'm not sure what to say except I wish you knew how much I love you. And I would do anything for you to love me the way that I love you. But I hurt you, and I don't think you're ever gonna love me the way that you did before I hurt you. And I'm sorry for that.
The mailbox is full and cannot accept any messages at this